Okay. In a couple of goddamn minutes. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I just gotta check this and make sure everything is going good. I don't know. Okay. I'm just gonna get in and start. Now, this stream that I'm doing right now is literally me talking about what happened today. Now, a lot of people was interested in that. A lot of people wanted to know. A lot of people still want to know what's going on in my life. Why am I not hearing any sound coming through the game? This cray. I need to check something out, cause why not hearing the things that I'm supposed to hear? Hold on. But I don't get it. I'm not hearing my sound. I'm literally not hearing what I'm supposed to hear. Let me open up my volume mixer. This ain't even what I'm supposed to open. Open sound settings. I don't know what's going on. And it does say that my sound is going to come through. Choose your input device. But why is my sound not coming through the game? I don't know if you guys can hear anything that's coming through the game. And then another thing, the internet be trash over here. I'm telling y'all, the internet over here is just immediate trash, literal trash. I don't know what's going on. University internet be trashy. But she's eating. But while she's eating, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been going through. My throat feel like, oh Lord Jesus. I read in the book somewhere that it says that if your throat itch, it's a coronavirus. Oh, let me stop. With this virus going around and everything, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been paranoid, just like me. I mean, I'm pretty paranoid because I was on the train the other day and I saw a couple Chinese people come on the train and I felt physically sick. Now, it's bad. I don't even know if racist is what you would call this. This is not racist. This is being extremely precautious because this disease is deadly. This is not something that you could just lay on up in your bed and it's just gonna work itself out. This shit can kill you. Not only that, you could be living with this damn disease and you don't know you have it. So technically, I'm not being racist. My tongue, look, I can't even talk. I'm not being racist technically. I'm just being precautious. Just like anybody else would be, I'm being precautious. Taking the proper measures to make sure that, honey, I don't get what anybody else is walking around with. Now, the other night I decided, girl, how about you go on YouTube, not YouTube, how about you go on Amazon and get you some masks, honey, made in China. That would be me importing that damn coronavirus over here. Bitch, I don't even want to drink a Corona. Because the fact that I'm drinking a Corona, I mean, it got nothing to do with the virus. Don't get me wrong. But, girl, dude, whoever. I'm a hot mess, okay? Now, I said I was going to keep y'all in the loop with what was going on with my financial situation. I'm still a broke bitch. And I'm still struggling to pay my tuition. However, I had a little meeting with them today. And they gave me 10 extra days. That's my phone, yo. Chill. How you just going to fall like that? They gave me 10 extra days. And y'all, to be quite honest, I am appreciative of the 10 extra days. I did pray. I prayed on it. And okay, hold on. My friend just wrote me. She said, I said to her, depression is killing me. I think I may have to go home. Today I went to the University Student Center and I was shut down. I've sent numerous emails and no one has offered to help me, and now I feel so empty. I feel so empty. She said, you know what? Even if you have to go home, at least you will know you did everything you can. You are a fighter, a beautiful and elegant female warrior, and even if this opportunity goes poof, you will have others. Shit, you will create your own opportunities. And as much as this situation sucks, I know you are capable of taking over the world, and that is exactly what you are gonna do. No matter what challenges life throws at your face or what other people say, you are stronger than them. You might feel small or weak at the moment, but it is so far from the truth, and I'm having a hard time finding words to express it. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I am trying so hard. She said, I love you and hoping for the best. Sometimes life sucks, though. You yourself never do, from what I've seen. She's honestly making me cry right now because I'm in another man's country. I don't have a shoulder to lean on. I don't have anybody to, like, just sit down and have a conversation with over tea and discuss my problems. And she's so far away from me. We've never even met. She's in Russia and I'm here. We've never met, but we've been speaking for almost a year now, and this girl is like my rock. Like, imagine never physically meeting someone and they're just like your guide. They're just like your emphasis. They are just that breath of fresh air that you need, you know? I have been through so much in my life. And when this opportunity came around, I thought, wow, this is like a dream come true. This is like a fairy tale. This is like everything that I hoped for, everything that I always wanted. I was finally gonna get it. You know? Because I was raised in a single parent family. It was 6 of us. And my mom had to do it all on her own. My dad was never around, and every time he called, him and my mom could not see eye to eye. So that deprivation of even having a relationship with him was just abundant. So when this couple met me and offered to take care of my education, I thought, wow, this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. I'm in a situation where I feel happy and I feel just pure ecstatic. I'm sorry, I'm texting. I'm streaming on YouTube, and even though no one's watching, okay, so even though nobody's watching this stream right now, I'm still gonna talk because I feel like I need to let everything off my chest. And even though I don't have anybody to personally sit down and say, even though I don't have anybody to personally sit down and say, well, hey, I have this and that going on and blah, 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 even though I'm trying to figure out how I could send this Let me copy the link, and then I think. Okay, so even though, you guys, even though I'm in like the worst situation right now, I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful. I'm still a prayer. I still pray. Last night, let me start off with the beginning because I want to feel anybody that watches this stream at any point after. I want to fill them in on everything that has been happening. And I just kind of want to let everybody know what has been going on. So I'm just going to go into full detail while I play The Sims 4 and try to just cheer myself up. I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to tell everybody what happened. So, let's start off with my life. I was raised in a single parent family. My dad was never around. He never really cared. So, and even though he may walk around and tell people that he cared, he never cared because he never called for none of my birthdays, nothing. He never really cared. So it was just my mom and my 5 siblings. We all had to just live together, co-inhabit. We had to share things. My mom had to do 2 jobs, so she didn't even have the time for us. I was bullied in school. Let's top that off. I was bullied in school. I wanted to die so many times. But for some unforeseen reason, I'm still here. It's like no matter what I try, like no matter how I try to like just end this misery that I'm feeling, it's like God is telling me, I want you here. Even when I feel like I don't want to be here, it's like God is telling me, you have to be here. There's a purpose for you. I still don't know what my purpose is, but I'm still here. And I'm still fighting. Even when I don't have anything left to fight for. I'll be honest. Even when I have nothing left in me, even when I feel like everything is against me, even when I feel like the world is against me, I'm still here putting up a fight. What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? I really don't know. Anyway, so I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and he met this couple. He started telling them about me, and they agreed. They wanted to meet me. I've been doing so much. I've done anti-bullying campaigning. I won an award. I did so much stuff. I won a National Youth Award. I won a Humanitarian Award. And, I felt, wow, 2018, the end of 2018 going into 2019 was going to be my year. And it was. It was because when these people met me, they said, wow, we see what you're doing and we see what you're aspiring to be, and we want to help you. And at that point in my life, I was so happy. I was so happy. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I told my mom about it, and my mom was so happy. She was driving home and she pulled her car off the side of the road and she just started to cry. Anyway, they met up with my mom. My mom told them our situation. My mom explained to them we don't have no money. University was not a thing that was anything thought of. It was just a thought for me because, as a young girl, I had aspirations. I had dreams. So, of course, I would think about university, and I would just tell myself like, yeah, I want to go to university, but there's no money for that. So that was just never a dream that I thought would ever be real. Anyways, when these people, offered that, I was really happy. So I started looking at universities, and one university caught my eye. It was the University of Greenwich. Now, there was a fundraiser that was happening in London in June, and I was invited. So I went. And while I was in London, I was staying literally 10 minutes away from the university and I didn't know. And I would like, when we drove through there the first time to get to the hotel, I remember seeing it. The tall buildings, beautiful buildings. And I remember saying, wow, I wonder if that's where the queen lives. I didn't know it was the university. I was like, wow, I wonder if that's where the queen lives, because this place is amazing. Then I remember in the Clarendon Hotel, I can't remember what room I was in, but it was definitely on the third floor or the second floor, I think. And in the Clarendon Hotel, I made my applications for 5 universities and I got accepted into 4 of them. The first university that I got accepted to was Greenwich University, and I was just like, okay, this is it. This is the university I seen. This is the one I want to go to. Point blank period. This is where I'm going. So, I went home and I applied and whatever. Then throughout the process of applying, they were like, these people can't be your sponsor because they have to be international. It was a back and forth because I thought that there was something wrong with the sponsorship letter or whatever. It was only until September. No, it was only until like the end of August, going into September, that the university lady told me, you can pay for yourself. Because I didn't know nothing about university, Like I said, this was not something that I would sit down and dream about. So this lady was like, you can pay for yourself, but you need to show us that your bank account has the money that you need to stay in the UK and blah, blah, blah. So I told the family and they sent me £24,000. When the currency conversion was done, that dropped to about 21,000 flat. Now, I didn't know that the conversion had happened until when I sent 28 days later, when I sent off my statement to the university. And the lady said, "Oh, you're short." And I was like, "How am I short?" And she just kept telling me, "Oh, you're short. You need this amount of money. This don't prove that you have enough money." So I'm like, what are you talking about? So I went into the university page and I see they said that my tuition fee was paid. So in my head, I thought the family double paid me by accident. So I messaged them and I told them, "Y'all, you guys double paid me, so I'm just going to send this half of the money back. So you guys didn't double pay me." They said, "Oh, we didn't pay your tuition yet." And blah, blah. I said, "Well, the university said that they have some money from you. Your name is here. It says that you paid da 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 amount of money." That's what it said in my student records. That's what it had said. Now, I didn't realize how much money was going to have to be spent to get here to London, because number one, I had to deal with my passport because the government had recalled our passports. And in order for me to get the expedited version of the passport, I had to pay for that. The visa process, the visa application process, immigration health surcharge. Some people over here telling me, "Oh, that's $250. That's not $250. I had to pay $1,000 for that." So to the university person that told me that that's $250, that's not $250. That's $250 from where you come from. I'm from the Caribbean. I had to pay more money than that. I had to travel to another country to get my visa. I had to stay in that other country for a night, so I needed to pay for a place to live. There were so much things that I had to pay for, and I couldn't do it. Where was I gonna get the money from? Like I said, me and my mom, they have no money for that. Where was I gonna get that money? Right? So at that point, I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna get money to do this? Then it struck me. The university said that my tuition is paid, so I'll just use this money here and deal with all of that. So I had to pay for, "Bella, would you leave me alone?" So I had to pay for a plane ticket to London, all of that. To top things off, I had to pay for send my passport to Jamaica to have them put the visa stamp and everything in it. It was money that was just draining out of my pocket. Now, I don't come from a rich family. I don't have much. Clothes wise, I didn't have much. Why? I never even went anywhere. I was antisocial. I wasn't going out. I wasn't going to parties. I wasn't going to the club. I wasn't going anywhere. Because number one, I didn't have it. So there was no need for me to go out because I didn't have no clothes to go nowhere. Then came the thought, the realization that, honey, you are going to need to pay for stuff when you get to London. You're going to need to buy clothes because it's the winter time. It's going to be cold. You're going to need to buy shoes and clothes. Actually, let me do that. I wasn't even thinking about that. How do I do this? How do I do this? I don't even know. But I'm going to go on the GoFundMe app. I did not even know about all of this stuff. So when I got to London, I was destined to get myself some clothes. When I came to London, I came with one measly suitcase. Everybody looked at me. They was like, one suitcase? You going to London? You going to stay in London for 3 years with one suitcase? Honey, I didn't have nothing. Okay? All I knew at that point was that I needed to start my life. That's all I knew. That I needed to start my life. All right? So when I got to London, it was a Friday. So I thought to myself, okay, Friday, I'm gonna go to one of the classes, and then maybe on Saturday I'll go into Central London and I'll try to pick some stuff up. On that day, I was called into the university's office and was told that my visa has not been activated yet because I arrived 2 days earlier in London than I should have. Not only that, they literally said to me that, what did they say? They said to me, you're going to have to leave the country. So I wanted to know, like, well, if there was a problem with my visa, why didn't you people tell me to leave the country? Or not let me in the country in the first place? Turns out, I don't need a visa to be in London. So technically, I was there on a visitor's basis. However, the lady explained it. Then she said, you're going to have to leave the country and come back. Or meaning you're going to have to go home and then come back. I was ready to cry. Like, my eyes was welling up because I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. This is going to take more money out of my pocket. I decided to go to Paris. Now, I had a friend here. She spoke a little bit of French. So I thought, okay, maybe I invite her with me because I don't want to go to a foreign country, have to stay there for a day by myself. I don't even know nobody in this country. These countries don't speak English. What am I going to do? Somebody could just rob me and I don't even know, right? So I had to pay for a hotel and all of that stuff staying in Paris. I could have went out to see the Eiffel Tower, Fleur de la Bloom, whatever that is. I just made it up in my head. But I could have gone to see all these places, but I said no. Honey, no. We just want to get our university shit in order. I had to buy sheets, pillowcases, pots and pans, and all of this stuff. London ain't cheap. So people out here acting like London's so cheap. It's not. It's not. To save money, I ordered something called the Noah's box. What Noah's box was 2 big boxes that contained everything that a university fresher student would need for their first time in university. I'm talking sheets, pillows, pots, pans, plates, spoons, forks, cups, knives, cutlery, kitchen towels, bath towels, that kind of stuff came in the boxes. I paid £240 for that. I ordered clothes off Wish, which clothes on Wish is not really expensive, but I didn't realize the shipping did add up, so I did pay like £800 for some clothes. The shipping is what added up, because going into Primark and stuff, Primark didn't have anything that I thought was warm enough for me, so I went on Wish and I got myself some coats. Now, people thinking, oh, she got like 10 coats, she probably spent so much money on that. 10 coats from Wish. The coats were like, what, £5? And then I had to pay like £5 shipping. So yes, I did buy clothes, because I came here, I did not have anything. Like I told y'all, I didn't have anything. Okay, after buying my sheets and pillowcases and stuff like that, I went and did shopping for food. I probably bought like a lot of stuff, perishables, the canned items. I went and spent like £200 on groceries, so I would have enough to last me a while. I'm talking canned food, canned corn, ramen noodles, spaghetti, pasta, meat, vegetables, that kind of stuff, all of that. When I was done, I didn't even have much money. Honestly, I didn't have much money. I wanted to see a few places in London, and I went and seen a few places in London. All while doing this, I'm thinking, I'm secure, I'm set. It says my tuition is paid. Apparently it wasn't. December comes around, and it is in December that the university sends an invoice to the same people that they said could not be my sponsors. If these people could not be my sponsors, why are you sending them an invoice? So an invoice was sent to them. They said, oh, well, you should have some money in your account. Yes, I understand. I should have some money in my account. But in my retarded ass brain, I'm thinking that, no, y'all, it was paid. It said that it was paid. I kept asking, and the people kept telling me, oh, we see here that it's paid. Apparently, the people in the university don't even know how the university works, which is crazy to me. Anyway, long story short, I'm stuck in a situation where I got to come up with £10,000 to pay. My deadline was tonight, or I'll be sent home. I've been nagging the university, nagging, sending emails, calling, sending emails, texting, going down there, being turned back, going down there, being turned back. Eventually, last night, I got a meeting with the finance manager. Today, I went to the meeting, and he said, you have until the 10th. We're giving you until the 10th. I'm trying to acquire a loan. I got a friend who is literally going to be my guarantor. However, he didn't sign up for a credit checking company. He signed up for a credit checking company, but that's going to take him at least 29 to 30 days, and I only have 10. What am I supposed to do? This is the end for me. To top things all off, let's just go down to the fact that my mom blames me. My mom literally blames me for everything. And you know what? Maybe I blame me too. I'm scared to go home because I'm going back to a country where I can't work. There's no jobs. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? That country don't even care for its own people. Now, a home sweet home, they say it's always going to be home. But nothing upsets me more than a country that does not even support its own. They would rather spend all their time investing in the people that have the most money, but the people that really need the help are the people that are left to struggle on their own. And you see, that's the type of world we live in, where money speaks. And when you don't have it, people will shut you out. Now, I may have to go home. I know that. I may have to go home, but this is not the end of me. I tried to take my life twice, 3 times, if you count that one time when I tried to overdose on pills. But still, I'm still here. I'm still here. It's like trying to walk off a cliff and somebody just keep pulling you back. And you keep asking yourself, like, why don't you just let me go? That's the question I'm asking God. Why don't you just let me go? Why am I still here fighting? Why am I still here fighting? Because it's like every time I think I'm winning, life just knocks me down. Every time I think I have a step forward, life just knocks me down. And sometimes I feel like my problems are so huge. I feel like my problems are huge. Yes, my problems are not big. There's people that have it worse. And for that very reason, I'm grateful to have gotten this far in my life, because there's people that don't have food to eat. But I felt like what I was trying to do was gonna eventually help somebody else. I felt like at one point in my life I was gonna have somebody to help me. I was gonna help somebody else. I was gonna eventually be that voice for somebody. I wish to God that I had it to give to other people. I'm being so honest right now, because I don't want nobody to feel like how I feel right now. I don't want anybody in this world to ever feel the way I feel right now, because I feel like I have spent my entire life trying to claw myself out of this deep, dark pit. And just when my fingers got to the very top and I was gonna climb out, I just get kicked right the fuck back down. I have sent so many emails and it's just like nobody even cares. Nobody's hearing me. Nobody's listening. It's just like my messages are just getting lost in the interwebs somewhere. And sometimes you wish that people would just listen to you. I feel like compassion is lost. People think that they're being compassionate to you, but they just pity you. And I'm not looking for anybody's pity. I'm just looking for someone to just hear me and understand me and just fucking listen, for Pete's sake. Just somebody to listen. I have tried my whole life so hard to not be the person that would, end up having a child too young, or be the person that would just end up in the streets and drugs, or end up in the arms of a man that would just abuse them. I'm trying so hard. Why doesn't the universe see this? I believe in a God. I was raised believing in a God, and I know that He's not gonna answer my prayers the way I want them to be answered. The things that we hope and aspire for, the things that we want so desperately in life, the way that we want it to happen is not exactly how it's gonna happen. I may ask God, I need to pay for my tuition. And in my head, I'm thinking, God is just going to send somebody that's just going to give me my entire tuition. That's not how it works. And you know what's funny? Is that the people that you think would have your back, the people that are actually like in front of you, the ones that are in your face, on a daily basis, the ones that you can touch and hug, aren't the ones showing you compassion. The people that show you the compassion are the ones that you would never even meet. The ones that only talk to you over the internet. They give you the most support. I want to leave my footprint somewhere on this earth. Somewhere. So that someday I'll have children of my own and they will see how much I have sacrificed and how hard I have worked to get where I am. And someday I won't have to cry about this shit. Look at me, I'm like I don't even know, I'm a hot mess on YouTube crying my eyes out. I just feel so lost. I feel so lost. It's not that I don't want to go home. It's the fear of the judgment. It's the judgment that you get from your mom. My mom blames me. She blames me for being in this position now. And that's the worst feeling anybody can ever feel. Especially when you're in a very depressed state. And then your parent tells you, I wish you would have been more careful with prioritizing stuff. Or I just want to scream. I just want to scream. God, I just want to scream. I think so too. I think she's just as scared as me. Because she keeps saying, like, I don't want you to come back here because there's no work here. There's nothing to do here. All of my sisters have kids. And I see them struggle all the time and I don't want to be like that. But once again, I have to go back into the fucking battlefield. I have to go back into the ring and I have to fight again. I have fought so much to get here. God. The worst part about it is that you have no one to cry to. And it's not necessarily the nicest feeling in the world to cry to a complete stranger. Like, they tell you, oh, you can go to the they tell you can go to the student well-being center, so I can just sit and cry in front of some random stranger that cannot even possibly fathom what I'm going through. And it just disgusts me when people say, oh, I know exactly how you feel. No, you don't. You don't know how I feel. You're not in my situation, so you don't know how I feel. The most you can do is just give me a shoulder to cry on. With these people, I feel like they say these things because it's their job to say it. It's their job to tell you, I know how you feel. It's their job to sit down and listen and hand you tissue after tissue while you cry your eyes out in front of them, because at the end of the day, they're getting paid. And you know what's funny? I actually came here to study that crap. I'm just I just feel like I want to be done. Like, I just want to fall asleep and just not wake up anymore. I'm just so done. I'm just so done with life right now. I'm so done. Just breathe. God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Me too. Honestly, me too. I can't even focus on anything, you know? I can't even focus on anything. I try to push myself and tell myself, "Oh, look, there's you have essays and stuff that you're going to have to do." I don't even know if I'm going to be here to do any of these essays or be parts of anybody's group, and I can't involve anybody in my business. And you know, I have people in my class that I'm in a group with for an assignment, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be here long enough to be a part of the project. And it's the worst feeling to be assigned to a task and then have to leave your group members feeling like they end up having to pull weight, you know? this is not the end. This is not the end. But please tell me that this is not the beginning either. Please. Because if this is the beginning, please just end me now. This cannot be the beginning of a road that I have to travel, because I feel like I've been on this road my entire life. You know what's so sad about this is that my dad, he never really spoke to me or anything, and I didn't really care. At some point, I stopped caring. At some point, I was just so tired of his lies and his constant making of empty promises, you know? When I started university, he reached out to me. And I thought, I could give him a chance and see what things are about. And his old lying ass sat on the phone and was like, anything that you need, no matter what it is, just call me and I'll be there for you. No matter what it is, call me and I'll be there. Then I end up in this situation and I call him and he don't answer his phone and he blocks me. Why would you come back into my life to do that? How heartless can you be? You left when I was 6 years old. You never said happy birthday to me. You never sent me a card. You never sent me a dime. And I had to accept that. I had to be fine with it. But then you come back into my life and I decide, okay, let me give this dude a chance. And he comes back into my life, and what does he do? Makes false promises again and leaves. And so I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a situation where I can't even think no more, because this is just like giving a baby food and then taking it out of the baby's mouth. Don't promise me something if you're not going to be there to fulfill your promise. And that's my biggest problem that I have with my dad, is that he just don't know how to shut his big fat black lips. He just always want to talk. Just always want to talk and make empty ass promises. And when it's time to come to deliver on these promises, he disappears. Deadbeat ass man is what he is. And I pray to God that he will get what he deserves at some point in life. Because success don't come to people that way. He want to be successful, and he wants to be successful, and he wants to have a world of things. But you can't be successful and have a world of things when you turn your back on your family. And if God has given him success, this is the first time I have to say I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be a Sims live stream, but I'm venting my emotions and my feelings on a topic that has been plaguing me since November. And finally, it's come to a point where all of my dreams are just going to fall like the stars. It's just going to be like a meteor shower. All of my dreams just falling like a meteor shower right now. Like I can just see them. I could just see them. When I started uni, I closed my eyes and I saw my degree. It was right there. It was right there. It was right there. And I thought, oh, yes, this is my opportunity. This is the moment of me. This is the moment. That's what I thought. I thought, this is my moment, girl. This is the moment where I'm going to shine. This is the moment where I'm going to just be me. This is the moment where I'm going to have, this is the moment where I'm going to have something. Where I'm going to, at the end of 3 years, I'm going to have a degree. I have a book. I wrote down all of my goals and my dreams inside that book. My plans for the next year, my plans for the next 3 years, my plans for the next 10 years. I had it all worked out, or so I thought. I thought that if I was better prepared, then I would be able to handle everything. These are just some of the things that they don't teach you, you know? I wish I was one of those people that had both parents in their lives and the parents actually were nice. Both of them. I wish I was that fortunate. And you know what's funny is the people that actually have these things are so ungrateful. Or maybe I'm talking about myself. I have all these things and I'm so ungrateful. At least I have a roof over my head. And I ate. And I'm healthy. So what gives me the right to cry? But then again, what gives me the right to not cry? What gives me the right to question my own feelings and emotions? I'm human just like everybody else. So why do I need to think about everybody else over myself? Why do I need to think about everybody else's problems? I'm just gonna focus on me from now on. Because I spend so much time focusing on other people. And I wasted so much of my life thinking about what other people would think for me, would think of me, would think about me. That was a waste of time. And time is so precious. And I wasted so much time caring about other people, what they thought of me, what they saw in me. Yeah. Everybody has a right to cry and everybody has a right to feel. That's why we were given emotions to feel. But sometimes I feel guilty. You know? Sometimes I'm in a situation and I start crying about it, and then after I feel there's just this voice in the back of my head that just is constantly pestering me, like, and it's just this voice that's just saying, why are you crying? You have no right to cry. There are people in Africa that don't have food. There are people in Asia. There are people all around the world. There are people dying today. Your problems are the least. You know? I don't know if anybody has that feeling where you're crying about something and there's this voice in your back of your head. You don't know if it's a good voice or a bad voice, but you just hear it in the back of your head downplaying your every emotion. So if you're crying about something, you just hear this voice in the back of your head asking you, why are you crying? At least you have a roof over your head. You're not sleeping out in the cold tonight. You have food. You're not going to be hungry. Your stomach isn't going to be growling tonight. And you over here crying over an opportunity that you lost to make a better life. Yes, I'm going to cry over it. Yes, I'm going to be upset because I felt like everybody's on a different level in life. And I felt like at my level, I would have gotten somewhere. I'm 25 years old. You know what? I'm 25 years old and I have negative $4.99 in my bank account. I don't even have $4.99. I have negative $4.99 in my bank account. Fuck my life. And then there goes that voice again. At least you got a bank account. What the fuck, man? You know what? They need to have a class in every high school called Preparing for Adulthood. And they need to teach you how to prioritize money and how to prioritize your time, because these are the most important things that anybody in this world needs to learn. How to prioritize money, how to prioritize your time, how to make the most of life. Life skills. That should be a class in every school. Life skills. Everybody needs to have some life skills. Everybody needs to learn. Everybody needs to learn how to take care of bills. Everybody needs to know how to plan ahead of time and be prepared. And if this is a class that's being taught, why didn't I know about this? Because this would have been helpful for me like 10 years ago. Broke. That's what I am. Broke. At 25. I'm broke. If you ever watch this video and you like feet, I got 5 toes that look really nice. And you could just pay me for my feet pictures. I'm just playing. I just need some humor right now. You're so right. You are so right, Marina. I know. Adulting needs to be taught. When I was young, I wasn't told about this shit. I was so to be an adult. I felt like I was missing out on something. Bitch, take me back. Cause I don't put me back where the hell I was. Cause I don't want this no more. This is so ghetto. This is beyond me. This adult life is ghetto as fuck. Take me back to where I was. I need some humor right now. Like, I did not sign up for this. When I saw adulthood, I thought going to the club, spending all kind of money, no bills whatsoever, get a house, don't got no job, but you got a house and a car. That's what I thought adulting was. You know, when you we need to sue these commercial companies because they always advertising some shit that looks appealing to you. You know, when I was younger, when I was like 10, 12, I remember watching the TV and seeing these grown folks living the life. I mean, there was this woman and she was single and she lived in a penthouse apartment. You know, she lived in a penthouse apartment, honey. She was barely scraping by, but the landlord never kicked her out. I never once saw her say, "Oh my God, I have bills that need to be paid." These TV shows, they don't tell you about that stuff. She was always going to parties with her friends. She was always wearing nice clothes, nice jewelry. I thought, ooh, adulthood is so nice. I can't wait to get there. I cannot wait. It looks so good up there. I mean, come on. She got a job. She ain't got no kids. Her job may not pay enough, but she living in a penthouse apartment, so it can't be that bad. The side effects of adulthood is what they need to tell us about. Bills, debt. By the time you 25, you in a lifetime of debt. I'm talking $35,000, and every year that APR goes up. It's 49.9% APR right now. You never know. Next month they telling you, oh, I see last month you were paying us $75 a month. Okay, honey, you need to pay us $175 next month. They don't tell you about that. Adulting is like taking crack all they tell you about is the high that you're gonna get off it. You know, adulting is like crack. So you desperate to get it. You desperate to be an adult. So you go out searching for this adulthood. You go out. They tell you about sex. They don't tell you about the condoms, and they tell you about how good sex is, how it feels. They don't tell you about the consequences of it. You could probably get AIDS or some other form of STD or STI, or you can have a baby. And these days, everybody having babies. So I'm wondering, is there a grand prize if you have a kid? Because everybody out here breeding. Everybody having babies. Look left, right, and center. Everybody's having babies. And that is what I don't understand. I'm working so hard to get out of poverty, and then there goes people just having babies. Maybe there's something that I don't know. What is the secret, please? I need to know one person. Yes. Second Life, it is. I'm going to be logging on to Second Life later because I need to talk to somebody. I feel alone. I feel lost. I just feel depressed. I just feel I need to talk and talk until I can't talk no more. I need to clear my head. I need to. You know what? I think I could possibly just be a comedian. I feel like I could just start a videos and just talk about things. You know, I could possibly be making money from that. Imagine me doing a podcast or something of the sort, and I name it "What They Don't Tell You About Adulthood." I have so much points to bring to the table about this adulting thing, you know. How to be an adult. You know what? That's a book I need to write. I don't think nobody ever wrote a book like this yet. I need to write a book. How to be an adult. Number 1, don't. Stay young if you can. Get some of that pixie dust. Call on Peter Pan to give you his secret. You see, Michael Jackson had the right idea when he decided he wanted to be in Foreverland. He knew what he was talking about. Everybody downplayed what he was saying. He wants to forever be a kid. Everybody thought, oh, Michael Jackson just childish. No, Michael Jackson had the right idea. He had the right idea. I wish he was alive to tell me tips and tricks on how to be a kid forever. At least when you're a kid, you ain't got to worry about no bills. I always wondered why my mom complained so much. You know, I always wondered why she would tell me, don't slam my door because you don't pay bills in this house. I was like, bills? What is this? What is this foreign conversation that we're about to have? What is a bill? You know, when I was younger, that's all I wanted to know. What is a bill? But I really didn't care because at that time I was just eating all the food in the fridge, jumping on the bed, turning on the lights and leaving them on whenever I wanted, because I thought, oh, my mama Bill Gates, she the new Bill Gates. She got all the money in the world. I can't wait to be an adult so I could be just like my mama. So I could tell my kids not to slam my door because they don't pay bills up in this house. Sadly, that's not the case. If only I had known that the reason she was telling me not to slam doors and not to leave the light on and not to look in the refrigerator for too long was because the light company gonna come and cut you off if you got your neck stuck in the refrigerator door for more than 15 minutes. Your bill is gonna go up by 10%. They don't tell you that. As a child, I used to open and close the refrigerator door because I wanted to know, why was the light turning off when I closed the door? And why did the light come on when I opened it? And what was the cause of that? So I remember one time I stood like right next to the door, the fridge, and I was holding it halfway open, halfway closed, just so I could see if I could get the light to be on while the door was kind of open. And my mama came in the kitchen and knocked me upside my head so hard I saw the heavens. I said, Mama, why you do that? Like, why you hit me so hard? I'm being mysterious. Like, I'm suspicious of the refrigerator. I'm trying to figure out how this all works. I'm curious. I'm a child. Why would I just get smacked out of nowhere? And my mama looked at me like this and she said, don't hold no door in my fridge open. You don't pay bills in this house. I still never knew what that meant until now. I know what it means. I know what it means now. It means that if you leave the door open on the fridge for more than 15 seconds, chances are you could be in debt. That's just what that means. Yes, girl, I was so cute. I was so cute. My mama used to tear my little cute ass up. I was so adorable. I'd come home from school. I'd tell her, Mom, the teacher wants to see you for a meeting tomorrow. Cutely. And she would say, what your little ugly ass done did now? Oh, I could be a comedian. I swear I crack myself up. Lord have mercy. You know what? I'm going to start doing videos on YouTube. I'm going to start doing videos on YouTube. I feel like it's necessary. It's necessary for me to do videos on YouTube. And my headphones are just singing like a bird right now. You probably heard it. It sounded like my refrigerator when I was like 10, 12. We had a refrigerator that used to make this sound. And you can hear it even in the night. And then the door on the refrigerator used to do this thing where when you opened it, it would make a squeaky noise. And my mom always told us, don't go in the fridge after 10. So if we needed water, we had to fill up our glasses and take them to the room with us. You know? But one night, yes, I don't know. Whatever happens, just happens. Whatever happens. But I'm still gonna give these last 10 days that I have here, I'm gonna give it all the fight I got. I'm gonna push myself. And it is my hope, and I'm gonna use this as a line for right now. On the 11th day, I'll be going to class with my tuition already paid. I will be going to class on the 11th day. Again, I'm going to say it. On the 11th of February, I am going to go to my class with my tuitions already paid. On the 11th day of February 2020, I am going to my class to continue on life with not a load on my shoulder because my bill would have been paid. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, 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 God. Amen, please. Amen. This is all I need. This is all I'm going to keep telling myself. On the 11th of February, I am going to my class with my bill paid in Jesus' name. That's all I'm going to say. Marina, do you want to go on Second Life? Wait, did you get your computer fixed? God. I'm just going to have to trust in the Lord with all. Oh, I need to download Second Life. I forgot. I had to reset my laptop because it was moving so slow. Like super slow. My computer was moving so slow, and I could not for the life of me figure out why my computer was doing that. Oh, Firestorm has separated OpenSim from. Is Open Simulator still a game that people play? I like that they, maybe this was the update that they needed, because they had open sim in the, I don't know anything about it, but maybe now Second Life viewer will operate better. Please tell me some update must have been done, because I'm on the Firestorm page, and the information that I'm seeing is looking a whole lot different from the information that was there. So, anyways, I am going to. Oh, you need to tell me this good. You need to tell me this good SL news. So I'll be on Second Life. I'm gonna log in. And I'm gonna take pictures. Cause I want to know what this good SL news is gonna be. So, yes. What did it? Did you win the competition? The thing? Wait. You saying yes? Did you? Hold on. Did you? What is going on? Do you have a boyfriend? A girlfriend? Okay, love you. Bye. God, I'm so stupid. Okay, well, y'all, I'm gonna end this stream right here, because it needs to be ended.